you haven't done yet musically? Like anybody you'd like to play with, or
Oh well.
country to visit?
Well, I'd love to play. I'd love to play with Buddy Guy one day, or Eric Clapton. There. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Okay.
I'd love to play a stadium in my hometown.
Great.
That would be pretty cool, or a big arena like Joe Robbie Stadium in Miami or something,
Let's
or the
make
American
it happen.
Airlines arena. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah,
I'd love to do something like that. I'd like to just come home and play a big venue
Yeah,
like
sure.
that.
Now, when you're at home, you host a jam at the Funky Biscuit sometimes when you're around?
No, actually, but I do play at the jams every now and then. Not so much during touring season, because when I get home from the road, I'm just beat.
Yeah.
But I got a friend of mine named Mark Teleska that runs the jam there, and I'll drop by there every once in a while. It's a great jam
I
session.
heard it's a cool little club.
Oh, it's one of the best music venues in the country.
I'm gonna have to go there. I did go to the Bamboo Room a few times. When
Oh,
down your way.
that was one of the best as well. Yeah, it closed down. It's reopened under different management.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
right.
I don't think it's the same venue, but
Right, I saw Tinsley there a year or so ago.
Wow.
When I was down visiting. And the west coast of Florida has lots of blues.
yes, the Tampa St. Pete area is thriving. Florida's got a great scene. You know?
I'm amazed. And as we were talking earlier, my daughter just graduated from USF, so I was down there for 4 years on and off. And luckily, she loves blues. And I'd come and she'd say, "Mom, you got to go to the Green Iguana on a Monday night. Yeah, let's go to Skipper's Smokehouse." And she did the work, and I got to go to all
Yeah.
these places, and it was really great.
There's a great scene there. You got Selwyn Birchwood and Damon Fowler and Sean Chambers.
T.C. Carr.
Yeah, T.C. Carr.
You know what's funny? I've been here 3 times to Don Odell's. And the 3 times I've been here, the bands have been Selwyn Birchwood, Sean Chambers, and yourself. All Florida bands. So speaking of signs, I feel like I'm being drawn to Florida.
Well, you just need to get you interview J.P. Soares next.
That's
Because he's
right.
another great artist. you
That's
know,
right. And his
who
CDs
comes through
fabulous.
here. Yeah.
He does come through here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. I'm going to have to find him. I'm going to have to totally find him. Absolutely. Tell me about your writing, though. Is writing easy for you?
No, it's very hard. I'm not the type that can sit down in front of a piece of paper and just write something. You know, I don't have those. I don't have a poet's.
Poet's soul or something?
Or I don't know about soul, but you know, it's just sensibilities about writing. I just kind of write about life and whatever
Yeah.
moves me. If it moves me hard enough, something will come out. You know.
Do you travel around with a notebook, or put it on your phone or something?
I'll scribble it on paper or whatever. Or, you know.
Because sometimes it's easy to have these thoughts and
Yeah,
great ideas, and then whoop, that's the end of
I'll
that.
scribble them on paper, you know, on a pad in a hotel or something,
Yeah.
or I might type it in my computer or my Kindle, or if it's something I think is worth keeping.
Spirit moves you.
And then I'll revisit it, you know, usually when I get off the road or something.
And
But it's very hard for me to write.
yeah, it's not easy to do that. I want to ask too about the difference between these different CDs. So I have
Oh my,
this one that we have one coming out. This one.
that came out. Yeah.
We have Keepin'
The
On.
latest.
We
Keep It
have
On.
Albert. Look at this one.
What's that? Oh,
A Stone's Throw from
That's way back.
way back when, and Burn.
Oh,
When I
yeah.
first met you, I think it was Burn.
Uh-huh.
So, how has your music evolved? Do you think?
Well, I think my songwriting is definitely improved with every release.
Okay.
I feel it has. But that's like anything with time, with age and time, you become wiser. I think you become a better person, and the same thing goes for music. You know, I think you evolve musically as a guitarist with every release.
Do you practice every day?
No.
You don't practice so much, but you did.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
I was younger, yeah.
Did you?
I play so much now that
It's like it just that's when you're moving all the time. You're doing it all the time.
But I have, you know, I do try to fit in practice when I can. But you know, I got other responsibilities too. You know, my wife's got a real job, and when I'm home, I got to do
Gotta be
the
the
honey-do
husband.
list. You know, I got dogs dogs and dishes. I got to do that stuff, man.
Tell me your dogs' names.
Jack and Delilah.
Any songs
They're
about
boxers.
Jack and Delilah?
Not yet.
Not yet. They're great names, you know.
They're
Wow.
great dogs.
They're great
I
dogs.
missed them. I missed them.
Aw, can you Skype and see them?
Yeah.
Barking in the
Oh
background.
yeah, sure.
You think you're going to stay in South Florida?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because your family's there now.
Yeah, you can't really. It's I haven't really found a place that's like my home. It's really hard to be a touring band from South Florida because it's just so far away from everywhere.
You got to get through Jacksonville, another 6 hours just
It's
to get out of the state.
6 hours to get out of the state, correct?
Exactly.
But once you get home, you just don't feel like going anywhere. I'm very comfortable. I live.
Yeah, you need a life.
And plus, that's where, my fan base really began, and it's where it started. And my fans down there are really good to me and loyal, and
they
they come
love
out. Yeah, they're very good to me over there, and I got no reason to
Do you
leave.
play in Miami, actually, too, when you're there?
Well, Miami's not really. There's not much happening down in Miami right these days in terms of blues. Dade County is not much. There's one venue called the Titanic Brewery, but most of the action is north of there in Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach. That's where the action is locally.
What about Daytona? Not so much.
Not so much in
A little
Daytona.
more bars than not so much blues.
Yeah, not a lot of blues. A lot more. Top 40 and rock and metal.
Not so much fun. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
it's fun, but it's not what you're.
But
gonna
I
listen
couldn't really. I don't think I could make a living in that area.
to. I have a blues friend named Donna Sweeney, and she moved there and was singing in Daytona and had to leave and just moved to Flagler Beach. I don't know if that's going to be better, but she's a blues
Right.
lady, so I got to make sure that she finds you.
Well, let me tell you, the southern East Coast and the West Coast in Florida are the places to be, and that's where all the action is. If you're a blues player and you want to move to Florida,
There's a little place called the Buckingham Blues Club.
sure, in
I've
Fort
heard-
Myers.
Yeah, I heard
Oh, I
that's
love that place.
I hear that's a decent place.
I was the
Someone's
first.
trying
I think I was the first band to play. No, I think I was the first or second. I think Pat Ramsey might have been the first act to play there. I was when Tommy Lee Cook opened it up. It's a
Really?
great
Okay,
venue.
great.
They have a beer drinking mule behind the bar.
Like a real one?
In the back of the building. Yeah, yeah, he is. He's an ornery sucker
Wow,
too.
wow. Feed the mule, or watch out if he sobers up. That's great. Oh my God.
Get away from him when he's hungover, though.
Gosh, yeah, really. Well, we have to get you a big stadium in Florida, in your hometown. That's a goal, and to have you with Buddy and definitely Eric
Yeah.
Clapton. Have you been to the Byron Bay Blues Festival yet?
I have not. I've heard a lot of great things about
That I think would be a marvelous.
that's
for
another
you to
place.
go.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things I'd like to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just I can't run them through my head. But I've encountered a lot of great things so far. This lifestyle has brought me a lot.
I'm very excited. I mean, and it's so nice because your music is wonderful and you're healthy. You do go home to a normal life, and you're a role model because you can really show people that you can do it all and do it both.
It took a while, though.
Mm-hmm.
It took a long time. It's not an easy life, and it took me a long time. You gotta find the right person who's willing to put up with this. I mean, that's a real hard thing. I've been very lucky. Yeah.
Your wife is there for you. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Good.
She's got a career of her own, and she's secure,
Perfect.
and
yeah.
it's been a good partnership. So I've had a lot of things, lucky breaks along the way.
And-
I don't know if I'm a role model. I'm just pretty lucky.
Well, yeah, but you're choosing some good things. You're making some good choices.
I've made some good choices in the last 12 years, maybe 10 or 12 years.
Well, it was a 10 or
Before, when
12
you're
days.
young, you don't always make good
No,
decisions.
of course not. And but you come up, but you're here to tell the story.
I love to tell the tale. That's correct.
Any particular towns in the country that people should, go visit for blues in your trips, in your travels? Anything that you could recommend to young people to go see some blues? Florida, certainly. Boston has a somewhat good scene. Any place that
Oh,
you'd
Chicago's got a great.
Okay.
I mean, Chicago's where is the source. I'd recommend going to Chicago, Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Juke Joint Festival. Have you been to the Juke
I
Joint?
haven't been to the Juke Joint Festival.
Next April, mid-April, come to the Juke Joint Festival.
I will. It's on my list too of places to play.
Yeah. Okay, so Clarksdale and
There's great. I mean, there's
great
places.
places.
There's places everywhere. There's lots of great blues venues around. I don't know if I could single a handful out, but you can find blues anywhere, man. And there's lots of great musicians representing each area.
Well, and speaking of that, you're going to be playing at the Gloucester Blues Festival, put on by the amazing Paul Benjamin.
Yes, that's
He's amazing.
You go, yeah, that's another that you can't go wrong going to a Paul Benjamin run festival either. You know, the
Because he
North
does
Atlantic.
Florida too,
Yeah, he does the North Atlantic Blues Festival. He does a handful and puts on a handful of them in Florida.
Like Bradenton, Sarasota, maybe.
Yeah, there's Brooksville. He did one in Brooksville, Florida, at a campground. I love doing his festivals. They're
This is
great.
very exciting. And you're on the bill with, do you know who's on the bill with you?
Yes.
It's going to be a marvelous festival.
Sugar Blue, Joanna Connor, Mitch Woods, who I've
That's
played
right.
with. I played in his band.
That's right.
Joanna Connor, I'm really looking forward to
Me
seeing.
too. Little Ed, the Blues Imperials.
Little Ed,
And a fabulous.
Alexis P. Sutter.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait to see her. And a fabulous local band is opening up, Juke Joint 5.
Right, I've heard of them.
And they're wonderful. And the sax player, Dick Laurie, spends a lot of time in Clarksdale. He played with the famous G-Clefs for many years.
Oh, cool.
So it's a wonderful band with a great vocalist named Gretchen, and they're kicking off the show.
Can't wait. That's the end of this leg for us. It's
Okay.
going to end there, so
Well, cool.
it could be a good ending.
Well, I am so excited. We're going to hear you on stage in just a few moments, Albet Castiglia, and I still think you should get a T-shirt with a cross through the G, so people say it right.
You know what? People need to learn.
They need to learn Castiglia.
And I'm not going to rest until every person in this world
Man,
gets
woman,
my name
and
right.
child. Exactly, exactly. Do you speak Italian?
No.
Okay. All right.
Not
Well, we'll
very well.
teach people Italian and Spanish and English at the same time.
Let's do it.
Thank you for sitting down
Thank you,
with
Holly.
me today.
Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. Thanks, everybody, for listening this evening. I'm Holly Harris for Don Odell's Legends. I host Spinning the Blues on WUMB Saturday nights from 8 to midnight. Let's go out and hear the band.